It will be 2 years in July since the Power Rangers Lightning Collection has been on hiatus. Will the Lightning Collection forever be canceled, or is there a chance that it could be making a comeback in the future? Let's talk about it, break it down, hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy Dan Brosnan in the building. We are so happy to have you guys. Welcome to the show. We have a good one today. We are talking about the Lightning Collection, and there is no brand new news about this, okay? Most people know that the Lightning Collection has been on pause for almost 2 years now. Now, when we first heard this news, we heard it was more like a hiatus pause period, but now, because there just hasn't been any talk of this for years, is this just a cancellation? And if Hasbro does take control of the toys in the future, will the Lightning Collection be something that they jump into, or will they want to rebrand and refreshen things and come out with a new premium line of Power Ranger toys under a different branding name, correct? That might be a thing, that might not. We heard for a long time that the Lightning Collection was more on like a hiatus pause, but it's almost 2 years now, and we haven't really heard anything. So back in July of 2023, we made several videos talking about Hasbro is putting the pause button on Power Rangers. This is going to lead to a break because we don't have a show in 2024, which was last year, but at the time it was next year, if that makes any sense. And we were sitting here reporting about it, kind of getting sad, realizing that 2024 was going to just be a dark hole for Power Rangers. There wasn't really anything that was released. There were some third-party toys and stuff, but there was no new merch from Hasbro as a whole, and there was not any show for 2024. Now, in 2025 this year, there's still no show, but there are signs of life for Power Rangers, like the news of the Disney Plus show they're working on. Power Rangers popped up on Fortnite and spawned a lot of viral moments. And then we also have that Reignition toy line that was popping up all over the country. We made a video talking about how it was at Walmart first, but now they're clearancing out the toys, so maybe it's going to start popping up other places now, like your Targets of the world and Amazon. And yeah, it's on Amazon, but the toys are not the prices they're supposed to be most of the time. So I'm excited to kind of see what happens with the Reignition line, but let's talk about the Lightning Collection, okay? This was a premium toy collection for Power Ranger fans that started off at about $17-$20 a figure, and then towards the end of its life ended about $25 to $40 a figure. Some items like the helmets and the weapons were a lot more, but for all of the adult fans that grew up watching the show, they wanted to do something like the Legacy Collection over at Bandai and recreate a lot of these toys and characters that we grew up with, but give them a more premium finish, a better quality, not just like a $6 figure back in the day. We're gonna charge $25 for this figure, but it's going to be good. We're gonna charge $100 for a helmet, but you guys are gonna appreciate it. And for $100, these helmets were not bad. I actually really liked the Lightning Collection Morpher. So we heard that all this stuff is going on pause, and there were so many good characters and teams that never got completed, and I didn't even realize how many characters, at least favorite characters that I like, never got released. All right, we never got a Quantum Ranger Eric, we never got a Jen Pink Time Force, we never got Taylor Yellow Wild Force, didn't really get any Ninja Storm, I think, but especially Cam. How awesome would that be? I would love to see more RPM Rangers, and I get why they doubled down on a lot of MMPR because it paid the bills, but they released so many Rangers, and then in the middle of completing seasons, they just stopped. And it was a little sad, okay? Because you had a lot of people out here buying these figures every single week to finally be the person that completes the collection on their block, right? There were a lot of people that were just Lightning Collection crazy and buying all the figures just so that they could say that they had them all and reviewing them. And shout out Toku Topics, by the way. I remember a few years ago I was watching their show all the time, kind of going over the toys, because I was into the Lightning Collection myself. I was more into like the morphers and the helmets and the weapons and stuff, but that was a really fun collection. It was a sad time when it got canceled. And then what? I want to say last August, the Lightning Collection morphers were re-released, and that made us think, hey, is there a chance that we could possibly have the Lightning Collection making a comeback, right? And it never happened. It never got announced, but we did see some Lightning Collection morphers be remolded and made and distributed. So that had us thinking, yo, maybe there's a chance, but there's still been no announcement. And after so long, normally you don't just get back into it like nothing ever happened, right? If they're going to do the Lightning Collection, they would have to come back super strong and be like, yo, I know that we were on hiatus for 2, 3, 4 years, but we're back and here's like 30 new figures or something. You would almost think that a rebranding of the Lightning Collection might be happening, but who knows? Hasbro has been making these premium collection series for other brands now, but the Lightning Collection is the only one that I can think of them actually stopping, because there hasn't been a Lightning Collection item newly created in the last couple years. I think the last few figures I remember was that one line with the blue light speed and the yellow RPM. Then the Lightning Collection did feature some 2023 MMPR figures, which were super cool, but I always thought it was dumb not to call those the once and always Rangers. Like, it would have been awesome to have that special have its own figures. Now, I know that some people could say, oh, well, it's MMPR, so it goes right with it, but the Once and Always show in 2023 and Cosmic Fury never got a real release of figures, and it always grinds my gears because those are like the only Power Ranger things like officially released by Power Rangers that didn't get any type of figures. Everything else they've ever created have had toys to go with it, because at one point Power Rangers, the TV show, is more of a commercial to get you to buy the toys in the first few years, until they started to have a budget to tell better stories and got better writers in there, stuff like that. But it is just such a weird thing now. We're at a hiatus point, and we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We do know that Hasbro is going to take over the reins again after Playmate's 3 years. So maybe after these next 2 years coming up, Playmate's going to keep pushing out the Reignition line. But then after that, is there a chance that the Lightning Collection could make a return? It makes sense. What would that be? 2027 or 2028? Who knows? It could, maybe not, but maybe by then they want to call it something different and they're going to start from scratch, right? It would be a long time. Would after 5 years, you're going to bring back a collection that started out strong but then kind of fizzled out? And the Lightning Collection did have a handful of problems. There was quality control. We didn't love that, halfway through its life, they stopped making the packaging with the little window so you could see the actual toy. And that also bled over into the quality control, because if you could just look through the window and see that the figure's head has popped off, you could easily fix that before it got out of the shop or went to the stores and stuff like that, right? It's just a crazy time it was to be a fan back then, because we had so much at once. Like, all the time we had new shows, new comics, new toys, just all the time. And then all we pretty much had were the comics from like 2024 till now, till we started getting a lot of the toys back and stuff. So it's been a crazy time to be a fan, but we've still supported, and I want to hear from you guys. Will the Lightning collection live on? Or was 2023 the last time we ever saw the Lightning collection again? Let me know your thoughts. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs and the reason why we can continue to make content like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and the Gamer TV Silent Gameplay. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan-exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up, where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.